These men that were with Ty, they were telling the truth. This is what actually happened.
Make no mistake about it, when you see the movie 13 Hours, you will see that Tyrone Woods emerges as an incredible hero who rallied those men and did everything in his power to try to override the orders they were being given to stand down and not go help the ambassador at the consulate. But they went. They just went too late because they were told not to. And finally, you'll see in the movie what he did. When you saw that, Jeremiah, when you see your brother depicted in the heroism that he showed and the love that the other guys felt for him, what was it like for you?
It was unbelievably touching. Like my father said, in the movie you could absolutely tell that there was the touch of people who were actually there on the ground. You could see that their input was 100% taken by Michael Bay and the actors who were portraying it.
And we have footage of that, of the behind-the-scenes guys, the real guys, you know, Tonto and Oz and Tig telling Michael Bay, this is how it was done, this is how it went down.
Actually, it was Oz, I believe, we were talking after the premiere, and he was saying, when Michael Bay was signed on for the movie, he essentially said, if you don't get this right, I'll be waterboarding you, essentially, you know, only slightly just on his
who was very close with Ty, and we have a picture of him visiting Ty's grave. I mean, his death took its toll on you and on the men who served with him. This is that picture here. We interviewed Oz and the other two guys not long ago. I want to ask Pat, because I know you were there, and my heart goes out to you as a mother. I know how difficult it must have been for you, and you were not able to stay throughout the whole movie.
I left as soon as Sean came on screen, or the person that portrayed him. I couldn't handle it. Hillary's a liar. I know what she told me.
Oh, Pat. I know it must be so hard. So many people want to put this behind them and say, Hillary sat there and she testified. She testified for her own 13 hours, and they say it's done. They say there's no story about Benghazi, and that she did everything she could do through the fog of war, and she came right out and said she is not lying, suggesting you are the one who's lying about what happened at that Air Force base.
Bull feathers. That's just plain old bull. I know what she said, and not only did she say it, but Obama said the same thing to me, and Panetta, and Biden, and Susan Rice. I went up to all of them, begging them to tell me what happened. And they all said that it was the video, every one of them.
What's incredible, Charles, is you have contemporaneous notes. I mean, in a court of law, this is admissible if you were at that point, where you wrote down what she said. We are going to have the filmmaker arrested who was responsible for the death of my son. That's what you said at the time. When I interviewed Oz and Tig and Tonto, their first response was, who has motive to lie? Is it Mr. Woods? Is it Pat Smith? Is it Kate Quigley? Why do you think she said what she said about when they said somebody's lying? She said, it's not me.